Morning folks, right, time to get on with these M2's, or what were M16's. So I did a practice one a few months ago. This is an M16, took the back off and scratch built a cab at the back, a back cab or whatever you want to call it. A couple of blocks of wood there to rest it on, a lip there so it sits over that, and it's all ready to be glued on now. I've now got the second one to do. What I'm changing on this one though is I'm putting the, what would you call them, the shelves that go outside. I'm putting them on, and then I shall put the inside there. If that makes sense. So we'll have the shelf built in. I thought it'd be stronger. This one here I'm going to have to build on the outside with a thin strip and glue it. So it's going to be a pain, but there we go. And then all these little tarps and etc will be stuck along the sides. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm now going to make this like that. Yeah, that's what I'm now going to do. Get that sorted. So back in a sec. Right, that's the second cab made, just drying. There we go. Glue sits on there like that. That's all done. And I'm now going to start on the tarps and that, etc, which of course when painted will be glued alongside like that. Various tarps. Oops, he says as it falls off. Yeah, oh, I can't do it, it's not glued on, so it'll have to sit like that. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing, gluing these tarps and bags and various bits all the way along. So I think the next bit is get the paint on the tarps, get this glued into, well, painted up and undercoated and then glued into position, and get on with the other one. I've cut the little side shelves for that, which will actually go there. Got to glue those on and then glue tarps on those, and there's going to be a lot of sort of painting and dry brushing. Anyway, I'll get on, make some progress. Okay, that's the second one made. Oh, that's the first one there. That's the second one, yeah, all made. I'm ready for gluing these guys on. Oh, move the camera a bit, sorry. Ready for gluing these guys on. And this, oh, the same here, needs to be glued on. I've started on my tarps and blanket rolls, etc. Put some shading on some, sorry, some stain on some, but they're going to need some shading and dry brushing. Problem I've got is these are the three colours for the Americans. What have we got? We've got olive drab, olive grey and olive brown, and that costs nothing like the vehicle, and that's nothing like the match pod that I got that was scanned from the vehicles. I don't know if it shows up, but totally different colours, so there's going to have to be some over painting and some dry brushing to get it somewhere near. Not sure exactly what I'll do, but I'll do something. I'll probably have to over paint the vehicle. I don't really want to paint over the transfers if I can help it, because that's a lot of work, but yeah, I'll do something. So I'm going to stick these down, and then it's going to be dry brushing and then fixing on. Oh, they're not going to sit, are they? No, they didn't want to sit last time, did they? Fixing on the tarps and that, etc. I obviously don't want to fix those on until I've done the dry brushing. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, various bits and pieces. Probably put that there, something like that, I'm thinking. Yeah, and various blanket rolls and things. What have we got? Green. Have we got a green one? Yeah, we've got a green one there. I've actually got a little mould that I can make my own blanket rolls, a little resin mould, so I can make as many as I want, etc. So yeah, there we go. So it's now gluing and dry brushing upstage, so I'll get on with that. Back in a tick. Right, done the first one, and I think I'm quite pleased. So we've got the basic at the back. You can see the sort of what is, I don't know, it's almost like the olive, it's like an olive brown. I know the light's a bit bright, but that's the scanned tin. Oh, I'll just open the tin. That's what it looks like, wet. So that was the undercoat. That was scanned from the vehicle, but it just doesn't work for me. It's too greeny grey brown. And I've just added, what have I just added? Olive brown, olive grey. Yeah, haven't I? That's right. I've just done this dry brush in the olive grey, and now I think for me that looks quite good. It looks good here. I don't know what it looks like on camera. That's the first sort of rough, not dry brush, a dry brush so much as a wet brush, just sort of heavy dry brush, because I've got to go round. I can't just paint it because of these transfers. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. I say I've got to put all the bags on and etc etc and the tarps. That's coming out quite well. I think then I'm going to go over with olive drab. So at the moment we've done olive grey. I'll do the second vehicle. Put this one at the back. Might show up a bit better. That's the one that is finished so far. I'm actually quite pleased with that. So I'm going to get this vehicle to the state of the back one. And then I think then it's going to be olive drab. Give it another dry brush of in various places. Anyway, back in a tick. Okay, so both dry brush now, and I'm very pleased with how they turned out. I might do another shade. I have got the olive drab. It's a bit bright on the camera. I've still got olive drab I can add, so I'm going to play around. Might do the wheels, just see how it looks, and if it looks rubbish, well, I'll go back over it. Got a load of tarps and blanket rolls ready, and here's my, gotta say, I've got my own little mould, so I'll mould my own. That's not included. That's just a spare jerry can I'm going to put on. Excuse me. Yeah, so mould these. I think I'm going to need to mould some more of the smaller ones. I've got a lot of the larger ones, but they'll sit quite nicely, he says, on the sides. That's my plan, just that sort of thing. Yeah, and fall off. I should be gluing these on, obviously. Yeah, so there we go. And I fancy putting this one, which won't really sit, is an odd shape, and I'm thinking of putting that on the front, just to give it that look of lots of equipment. Anyway, I'm going to get painting these blanket roll and staining and dry brushing and shading, and then I'll have a look and see what the olive drab looks like. If it looks okay, I'll do another dry brush. If not, I'm going to stay as I am. So back in a tick. Well, there we go, all finished, all sorted. And I know I'm saying this, but I don't think they turned out too bad. So we've got to put a load of bags down the side, a couple of bags at the end, and oops, more bags on that side. And obviously it's dry brushed. I've done the three shades yeah, three shades in that. So we had the original colour on this part, which is the original metalwork, and this is a scratch built piece I put at the end. So I had to try and match everything in, and I don't think it's turned out too bad. And that's the other one. Again, I've just matte varnished. It's still looking shiny. The matte varnish, you can see the reflection compared to the bodywork, but it's matte varnished. I might have to do another matte. There they go. And I've only got one figure here, which is a foundry figure, and he's not on a base, so he does look a bit short, but that gives you an idea of the scale of him. I think it'll fit okay, won't it? What's it carry? 12 troops in there, isn't it? So we've got the driver and co-driver and 10 other ranks, so yeah, it looks about right. It looks about right. I'd say he's not on a base, but if he was on a base, something like, what have we got, a 2p piece? There we go, yeah, so that's a sort of scale. He'll be okay. Yeah, I'll just move him out of the way, so there we go. That's the guys. So I haven't got any Americans at the moment out, they're all packed away, so I've not got those out, but yeah, turned out okay. I'm pleased with myself for that. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do, perhaps another 2 if I can pick them up, but it's picking up the M16, and they're going for silly money at the moment. People are paying, you know, which is fine. They want to pay silly money. I don't. as I'm going to rip them apart and throw the gun away, aren't I, and then have to rebuild half of them. But yeah, there we go. I'll take some stills and put those at the end, but thanks a lot, and bye for now.